The Ghosts of Creepy Carlos. Pilot. Teaser. Exterior. Costa Rican road. Day. Bike tires roll to a stop over wet dirt and grass. Three boys, 10, drop their bikes on the side of a mountain road. Cool mist has filled in the green hills below them. It's all very spooky. One of the boys, Dani, 10, athletic but awkward, fidgets with his little watch.
Hey, I need to get back to my older sister pretty soon. How long is this gonna take?
You can go home now if you want. If you're a big baby. Ha ha! Nailed it! High five.
Exterior, the orphanage. Day. The boys break through overgrown grass and trees and look up to see it. The orphanage. An old colonial building stands large before them like a gothic dream.
Orphanage is almost 100 years old.
It was built in like the 80s.
It's haunted by 13 ghosts. All kids. They run around the halls searching for new kids to play with because they're bored of playing alone. But if they find you, they'll make sure you play forever. If you want to be friends, you have to knock on the front door.
Ooh, scary, scary.
Dani gulps and walks up to the front stoop. He steps onto the stoop, looks up at the orphanage windows above him, raises the wrought iron knocker on the door, and flash! Dani turns to see Carlos, 10, small and weird, standing next to the stoop with a Polaroid camera in his hands. The Polaroid prints out.
Hi.
Is that creepy Carlos?
Get out of here, Carlos.
Carlos scurries back to the tree line where he picks up his own bicycle and pedals away without a second look back. The two boys join Dani at the stoop.
That's creepy Carlos. He thinks he can talk to ghosts, so he lurks around in cemeteries and creepy places and stuff. He's super weird.
Oh, wait, but isn't that what you're doing right now?
Nuh-uh. We're testing our courage.
A loud bang from inside the orphanage makes the boys jump out of their skin. Exterior, Costa Rican road. Day. Carlos pedals out of the brush and back onto the main road.
Did you get what you were looking for?
Carlos looks up and we see what he sees. A ghost floating in the air like a shadow with a crooked neck and glowing eyes. Carlos holds up the developing Polaroid and sees a ghost child standing right behind the startled Dani.
I think so.
End of teaser. Act 1. Carlos rides past rows of pleasant houses far more colorful than himself, settling in front of one that fits right in with the rest. His house. Interior, Carlos's house. Kitchen. Day. Carlos finds his mom and dad, 40s, getting ready to go, while Gabi, 14, Carlos's overburdened older sister, looks at her phone.
Okay, you can order pizza or cook for yourself, but don't burn down the house. And if a hurricane hits, get on the roof, and if a tornado hits, go across the street.
Where did a tornado hit?
Carlita, your dad and I have to go in for an emergency at the moratoria.
A big tourist bus crash. I mean, disaster is everywhere.
So Gabi is in charge tonight.
Can I still go to the orphanage?
The chaos stops.
Carlos, I thought we agreed no more ghost talk. You can go to the playground or soccer field if you want. Talk to other kids, like we said we would.
I don't want to talk to other kids. I want to talk to ghosts.
But you are a kid.
We need to go. Those bodies won't embalm themselves.
We'll talk about this later. Don't talk about bodies in front of the kids. That's why they're like this.
Gabi stops mom and dad before they get out the door.
Mom, would it be okay if my friend Tyler came over? She's super cool and she just moved here, so I really want to help her feel welcome.
Sure. Does your friend have a younger brother?
Interior, Carlos's room. Day. Carlos hangs the new Polaroid up on a line of others above his bed, all containing a selfie of Carlos and a ghost. The door opens and Gabi peeks in.
I don't think there are actually 13 ghosts in that house. But I got one on camera and it's a kid. One kid is enough
Not for what?
to have a friend. One who's a ghost and also a kid. Like Mom said, we'll talk about death and play games and friend stuff.
About that.
The door rings. Interior, kitchen, day. Gabi attempts to wrestle Carlos out the back door.
Please don't make me go out there, Gabi.
You're a 10-year-old boy. You need to talk to other 10-year-olds. He's Tyler's little brother, and Tyler's cool and foreign and great, so I'm sure he's great too.
I'm sure he sucks, like all other 10-year-olds do.
Carlos goes dead weight and dramatically slumps to the ground.
Only dead people like me.
Carlos, don't play dead.
Carlos rolls over. Dead.
I'll bury you in the backyard. Don't think I won't.
Still nothing. Gabi kneels down next to him.
I know things have been bad in the past, but he's new. Don't let these bad experiences stop you from having good, new ones. Just promise me you'll take a chance on a new friend, okay?
Carlos rises from the dead and turns to face the door.
Okay.
Carlos takes a step forward, then dashes back into the house.
No, 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 no!
Exterior, Carlos's house. Day. The door swings open and Gabi flings Carlos out.
And don't come back until you're socialized. Hey, Tyler, come on in.
Tyler, 14, American and cool, walks into the house. Gabi slams the door behind her. Carlos gets up from the ground. His vision steadies and he sees the kid from the orphanage. Not the dead one, though. The alive one, Dani.
Hi, I'm Dani. You're creepy Carlos, right?
Do you ever think about death?
No. Should I?
Interior, kitchen, day. Dani trails Carlos through the house.
So what were you doing at the orphanage?
I speak to dead people.
That's cool. I only speak English and Spanish. Those guys wanted to test me to be friends with them, and my family just moved here from the US, so I'm taking all the friends I can get.
How unfortunate.
So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go into my room alone, and you're gonna wait out here until it's time for you to leave.
Is this your room?
Carlos slams the door closed between them.
Well, it'd be cool to go to the orphanage again, especially now that I know someone who talks to ghosts.
Creak. The door opens just a crack. Interior, hallway, day. Gabi opens the door to her room to find Carlos and Dani looking up at her.
What's up?
Manny here.
Oh, Dani.
Dani wants me to show him the orphanage.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted to go, and it was his idea, not mine, his. So what else can I do but go along with the new friend? Kid friend, like Mom said. We'll become great friends up at the abandoned orphanage.
Carlos puts an arm around Dani to sell it even more.
Casual abandoned orphanage visit, huh? Okay. Then me and Tyler will join you.
Tyler appears in the doorway.
What?
Let's all go to the orphanage together. Mom would want that. And then I can tell Mom what happens at the orphanage and what a good friend you made in Dani at the orphanage. And no one else, right? Because if it was anyone else, I think Mom would be kind of mad, right?
Gabi shoots a threatening glare at Carlos.
Sorry, I'm new. Is going to abandoned orphanages like a thing here?
Yeah, totally. Normal teen stuff. It'll be totally normal.
Exterior, the orphanage, day. Carlos, Dani, Gabi, and Tyler look up at the orphanage. Vultures circle overhead.
Totally normal.
You don't have to come in with us if you don't want to.
Nope.
Interior, the orphanage, parlor, day. The heavy doors creak open as the kids filter in. Long burned out gas lamps lead up a giant staircase to a second level of the house. At the top of the stairs hangs a large black and white picture of 13 boys.
Creepy.
You get too scared and need to leave. I won't judge.
Carlos.
Hey, can you talk to the ghosts now?
He talks to ghosts?
I'll talk to ghosts if Dani wants me to. Is anyone
The gas lamps around the room flicker on, illuminating the room with ghoulish green light.
This is fun. I am having fun.
Carlos, what do you see? And is it going to scare my very good friend here?
Carlos looks up at the top of the stairs where a boy is sitting. A ghost boy.
What are you doing here?
Wait, I heard that.
Cool.
Ghosts can choose to be heard.
Is this a regular occurrence?
It's not irregular.
We came here to see you.
Why would you do that?
Now, 3 ghost boys sit at the top of the stairs, looking down at Carlos.
Because I want to be friends.
Carlos.
5 more ghost boys appear on the stairs.
Friends?
Yeah. And we can do friend stuff like talk about death and the afterlife and play games.
Games?
13 ghost boys now face Carlos.
I don't want to criticize, but no, I was told to never play games with them. Just saying.
Sounds like it's time to go.
But I want to stay and I want to play with them.
You'll all play our game.
Group turns back towards the front door, but it slams shut, along with the shutters to every window in the house.
All of you.
End of Act 1. Interior, the orphanage, parlor, day. Carlos sees the children, 13 total, hanging from banisters, floating in the air, circling Carlos, Gabi, Tyler, and Dani.
We want to play a game. If you win, you get to go home.
I like that.
If you lose, one of you has to play the punishment game.
Okay, I don't like that.
What's the punishment game?
The bag game.
Bag game?
It's fun. Just ask Tomas.
The ghosts all look over at Tomas, a ghost kid in the corner who has a bag over his head with a frowny face on it.
Tomas always plays the bag game. It'll be fun to have a new kid to play with.
Oh, okay. What game do you want to play first?
The ghost kids confer in a huddle.
Hide and seek. We hide, you seek.
That's not fair. Only one of us can see you.
Let's vote. All who want to play hide and seek say aye. Aye.
The lamps flare up.
The lights will stay on for 1 hour. The game ends when they all go out. Good luck.
The ghost kids vanish, except for Tomas.
Hey, shouldn't you be hiding too?
Tomas sinks into the wall. Carlos turns back to his party, who all stare at him in various forms of shock and blame.
So is this part of the normal stuff you do for fun in Costa Rica, or
I didn't know that they would be evil. I thought they would be cool, but no. All kids, dead or not, are terrible.
I'm telling Mom.
Well, until we get out of here, you can't tell her anything.
Ugh. Okay, here's the game plan. Carlos and Dani are going to be on seeking duty.
Really?
Meanwhile, Tyler and I will go figure out what this bag game is. Maybe we can resolve unfinished business. Ghost stuff.
you've done this before?
Just a few times. It's kind of fun once you get into it.
I can get into it.
Gabi grabs Tyler and starts up the steps. Right before leaving,
And Carlos, if the ghost children don't kill you, I'm making sure that Mom will.
Gabi and Tyler leave Carlos and Dani alone in the empty parlor.
Well, I'm still kind of having fun, you know?
Interior, office, day. In a dusty room lined with bookshelves and an old desk, Gabi sifts through long abandoned papers and drawers, while Tyler tries to look like she's also being helpful.
How are you so okay with this?
It's always the same with Carlos's ghosts. Find out what their unfinished business is, finish it, let them go to wherever they're going. That's how it went with the ghost rancheros, the ghost soldiers, that horsewoman. I guess I've gotten used to the spookiness.
Gabi tries a closet door, but it's locked. Thinking, she starts inspecting the nearby bookshelf for a key.
It's creepy.
Don't call him that.
Gabi notices a coat hanging on the door. She checks the pockets.
Sorry. He's Carlos. He's himself all the time, which is cool, but also really, really hard in this town. I guess I'm a little protective. I guess that makes me a little weird too.
She gets the key out of the jacket and unlocks the closet door.
One time I lost my little brother in a grocery store, so I just went home.
Gabi pulls a box out of the closet. She inspects it.
This looks like the documents about the orphanage. Should tell us what we need to know about the dead kids, which is a very fun and normal thing to read about.
Interior hallway, day. Carlos and Dani walk down a musty corridor to the tune of creepy kid laughter in the distance.
So how do ghosts like work?
You really want to know?
Dani nods vigorously.
Okay, ghosts are like bad memories, emotions that are so strong that they stay in one place forever. It's all really quite tragic and complex.
Carlos pulls open the curtains in front of a window and unveils a hidden ghost boy.
Boo!
Boo you!
Nice comeback, dork.
It's usually a lot more complex than this.
Interior closet, day. The door swings open and Carlos and Dani look inside.
An empty closet. Spooky.
Hold on.
Carlos peers into the darkness of the closet and, in the back corner, spots Tomas, the ghost with a bag over his head, ever so transparently present.
Found you!
The closet door slams shut.
Hey, we already found you. You can't hide again.
Two ghost boys run past and bang on the closet door. Carlos peeks through the keyhole.
I don't think he's hiding from us anymore. It's probably those other kids that he's scared of.
Carlos looks down the hall, where the sound of laughing ghost boys echoes.
So that's the bad memory. I used to get bullied too. At my old school?
Really?
Yeah, because I'm too good at soccer.
Oh.
The lamp nearest to Carlos and Dani goes out.
Come on, we need to hurry up if we're going to find everyone in time.
Carlos starts down the hall. Dani doesn't follow. Carlos stops.
Come on.
Dani smiles and runs after Carlos. A montage, hide and seek. Dani lifts up a heavy carpet, exposing a ghost that was flattened under it. Tyler and Gabi pour through files in the office. Tyler is upside down in a chair while Gabi sits on the desk. Carlos stands on Dani's shoulders and spies three ghosts wedged between the top of a bookshelf and the ceiling. The light in the office goes out. Tyler turns on her phone flashlight. More and more lights in the orphanage go out. Interior, the orphanage, parlor. Carlos and Dani find their way back into the parlor. The lights over the grand orphanage are the only ones left on in the whole building. 11 ghost boys sit on the upper landing.
Boo, boo, boo.
You suck.
How many is that now?
There's only one left,
Where? We've looked everywhere in the house.
except here.
Interior, the orphanage, office. Tyler is spinning around in the spinny chair when Gabi abruptly gasps.
I found something!
Ah,
In 1935, there was a death on the property. While unsupervised, one child fell down the main staircase, and
I think I can figure out what happened.
the fall occurred while the children were playing the bag game.
Interior, the orphanage, parlor. Carlos inspects the painting on the upper landing.
I can't wait to tell all my new friends about today. I mean, you should meet them. It'll be fun.
Really? You think they'd like me?
Why not? I like you.
Carlos smiles. He begins to lift the frame, but a ghost boy speaks through one of the boys' faces in the picture.
Do you actually believe him?
What was that?
Nothing. Why shouldn't I?
Another ghost boy pops out of the painting, and another, and another.
You know why.
He doesn't know what it's like to be us.
Be shadows.
Outcasts.
Ghosts.
We can be all the friends you need, Carlos.
But You trapped us in here and you made us play your stupid game. That's not what friends do.
Boo-hoo.
We're just playing.
What you know what friends do?
We just wanted someone to play with. Don't you know what that's like?
Behind Carlos, Dani sees the lamps going out.
Carlos, we're running out of time.
Row after row of lights extinguish, one after another, leading up the stairs where Carlos faces the ghosts in the photo until the last lamp goes out. The 11 ghost kids are the only source of light as they laugh and float and gloat around Carlos. A 12th boy, the last one left, materializes through the photo.
Time for the bag game.
Act 3. Interior, the orphanage, parlor, day. Carlos and Dani stand in the dark, staring up at the glowing ghost children. The lights in the parlor flare back up.
Time's up. Time's up.
Wait!
Hey, this is actually getting a little scary.
You play first.
The ghosts swoop down and lift Dani through the air.
Oh, never mind. I mean, this part's fun.
They shove a bag over his head and place him on the landing at the top of the stairs.
Okay, this part isn't.
A ghost flies over to Carlos
You can watch.
and floats him to the bottom of the stairs.
Stop!
Rules of the game. The bag kid has to tag someone else, and then they become the bag kid. If the alive kid can tag one of the ghost kids, he wins.
That sounds doable.
They're literally made of nothing, Dani. It's impossible.
Ready, set, go.
Interior, the orphanage, hallway, day. Gabi and Tyler sprint down the halls.
Why is this place so big?
After they pass a closet door, it creaks open and Tomas speaks out. Interior, the orphanage, parlor, day. Tyler and Gabi run in.
Carlos, don't play the.
He and Tyler look up to see Dani at the top of the stairs, a bag over his head, grasping at ghosts.
Dani!
Tyler races up the stairs, but is thrown back by a ghostly wind that pushes Gabi, Tyler, and Carlos back against the opposite wall from Dani.
No interfering.
What did you find?
A kid died from falling down these stairs during the bag game. Dani's in serious danger.
Up at the top of the stairs, Dani comes dangerously close to falling down.
Oh, almost got one.
That's impossible!
What I don't get is why are there so many if only one kid died?
Wait a minute. Yeah. Gabi, were there any other deaths beside the one that died from the bag game?
No, that was the only one.
Carlos looks up at the ghost boys tormenting Dani. Only 12. One of the 13 ghosts is missing.
Did I help figure something out?
If it's a bad memory... I know what's happening.
Carlos gets an idea and sprints off down the hall.
Carlos?
If my little brother dies, then I really don't think that we can be friends after this.
Interior hallway, day. Carlos runs for his life.
Tomas! Tomas!
He stops in front of the closet door that Tomas was hiding in earlier.
Tomas, please open this door. I want to talk to you.
No one wants to talk to me.
I do. Because those other boys, they're doing something bad. They're going to do something really bad, and you know what it is, and you can stop them.
I can't control what they do.
But you can, Tomas, because those other boys, they're not real.
Interior parlor, day. The jeering ghost kids vanish. Dani takes a step up the staircase and into the air.
Dani!
But Gabi's there to catch him.
Gotcha!
Can I take the bag off now?
Interior hallway, day. The closet door flings open before Carlos, along with a dozen other doors behind it, revealing Tomas, curled up on the ground. Carlos approaches. Interior parlor, flashback. In sepia tone, a living Tomas plays the bag game at the top of the stairs.
You're the only ghost that haunts this orphanage.
Where the other boys push and pull at Tomas, laughing and jeering. Tomas reaches out for them, but they duck out of the way at the last second. Tomas makes one big lunge, loses his footing at the edge of the stairs, and...
You're the only one that died here.
Back to present. Carlos crouches next to Tomas.
But what those boys did to you, it haunts you. So they haunt this place too.
They always made me play the bag game.
But they're not here anymore. It's just you, and you don't need to make anyone else play the bag game either. You don't even need to wear the bag.
Carlos reaches for the bag on Tomas's head. Too far.
No!
The door shut behind Carlos. Interior parlor, day. The ghost boys rematerialize around Gabi, Dani, and Tyler.
Boo! Cheater! Cheater!
Should I put the bag back on?
Interior closet, day. Tomas rears back.
You're gonna laugh at me, just like those other boys.
They were mean to you, and that's bad, and I'm sorry. But I'm a new friend. You should always take a chance on a new friend.
Tomas calms down.
I did like playing hide and seek with you.
Carlos takes the bag off of Tomas's head.
I wish we could be friends.
As the bag leaves Tomas's head, he disappears, and the creepy aura that had a hold of the orphanage disappears with him. Exterior orphanage, day. The door creaks open and out walk Gabi, Tyler, Dani, and Carlos.
I'm sorry, I have to confess. That was terrifying, and I was terrified the entire time. I'm not chill. I was just trying to look cool for you.
Oh my god, no, I was so worried that I would scare you off with all that. It is scary. I was just trying to look cool for you.
Really?
Of course. So, see you later?
Yeah, just give me a day to recover.
That's about how long I need to after one of these.
Gabi and Tyler smile, still friends.
Sorry for almost getting you killed.
Sorry for... Wait, I don't have anything to be sorry about.
Sorry. But if you're around, would you want to hang out tomorrow? We don't have to do anything life-threatening.
Totally! I mean, you can come to my house. I actually think it might be haunted too.
It isn't.
I can check.
We're going now.
Tyler and Dani leave. Carlos looks up at Gabi.
Are you gonna tell Mom about this?
Why would I? You did what you wanted.
Gabi gives Carlos a friendly nudge. End of episode.